here, back for more Assassin's Creed 3 tonight. Yeah, my brain is still very much stuck in the Assassin's Creed mood, so we will keep going with Assassin's Creed 3. So yeah, I'm just gonna hop straight over. Just gotta click, play, play. And now we wait for it to load a little bit, and then I'll click live scene. Because it may require me to log back into Ubisoft Connect again. This seems to be doing that a lot. Yep, there's Ubisoft Connect. Come on, Ubisoft Connect. Ah! What did I do there? I grabbed something I wasn't supposed to. It's my alert box. Why did I grab that? Okay. Looks like the game is loading up automatically, so yay. Live scene! And there you are, game. Hello! Ah! Sound! No! Yeah, this is one of those games where if you try and switch the sound while it's running, it won't cooperate with you and switch it for the stream. It'll, well, not even just for the stream, just in general, this is a game that doesn't cooperate unless you switch it before booting the game up. And yes, I will be playing Liberations as the next game after 3, because quite frankly, the two are very much interlinked. I mean, there's a mission in Liberations which lets you play as Connor, so, you know, kind of important. I think Black Flag also has a mission connecting that's involves Aveline, the protagonist of Liberations. Alright, let's get straight to it. This game let me do any... No, it doesn't let me do any combat actions while it's in the White Room. Shame. Okay, is there anything we can do other than the main story right now? No, it's just straight to the main story we go. Okay. Well, I guess before we get started in the main story, I can always chat with some people or play some of the games downstairs. Part of me is very tempted to do that. Right now, let's chat to some people.
I hope you and the General find a way to patch things up.
Yeah, that's not happening.
Don't let me keep you, sir. I'm sure you have more important things to do.
Well, I mean, we can talk to...
So, a question for you.
Yes,
Why
why
medicine?
medicine? A good question to ask one of our allies.
I'm supposed to tell you I care for my fellow man, right?
Yeah, that's the normal
I
response.
chose this path because it allows me to accomplish the greater good.
Yeah, that's what most people would say, but I'm guessing not.
Are these things not true?
Perhaps, but that's not what guided me. For me, it was a less abstract thing.
What?
I like money.
Okay, of course. Of course he likes money. Power over life
There
and
are
death
other
with
paths to fortune.
money.
But what better where to peddle than life? Nothing tells me
He is a
this
terrible
more
person.
so desperately crave.
Which I guess
And no
shouldn't
price
surprise
is too
me.
great for the man or woman who fears an abrupt and permanent end.
Your words are
Wow.
cruel, Benjamin.
Yeah, they really are. Jeez.
But true as well.
You took an oath to help people.
Wow.
Did you not?
provide the oath, which makes no mention of the price. I merely require compensation. Fair compensation. For my services.
American medical system
And
in a
if they lack the
nutshell.
required funds.
Then there are others who will serve
Yep.
them.
American
Does the
medical
baker
system
grant free bread
in a
for
nutshell.
Does the tailor offer a dress to the woman who cannot afford to pay? No. Why should I?
Wow.
You said it yourself. Nothing is more precious than life.
Thank you, Haytham.
Indeed. All the more reason one should ensure they have the means to preserve it.
I guess I shouldn't be surprised.
I've some ledgers to review. Do you mind if we speak later?
Sure. You are a dick, though. So I don't know if I want to talk to you later.
Sorry, Haytham, but I'm in the midst of something.
Well, let's start the next mission.
Gentlemen, I believe I found the solution to our problem. Or rather, Odysseus has.
Oh, do you? Are you new guy?
No.
The Greek hero, you lobcock. Allow me to explain. We enter Silas' fort, under the pretext of kinship. Once inside, we spring our trap, free the captives, and kill the slaver.
Okay, fair enough.
Dodgy, dodgy. I like it.
It's
Then,
not a bad plan, to be honest.
let us begin.
I still find it
First.
weird
We need to find ourselves
That-
a convoy.
the game on that the footage it's taking on the Streamlabs is darker than the actual footage I'm seeing on the game. I don't know if this is because that's how it actually is, and my screen is just making everything look lighter. But yeah, things look a little darker on the right.
Convoy should be here soon. We'll attack on my signal.
Understood, sir.
If we time this right, we can catch them all unawares.
Oh, this should be fun. Acting as if their carriage got overturned. It's clever. It's a clever plan. What is the special objective? Okay, I should deal with any that can summon reinforcements first. Are there any that can do that? No? Good. Okay.
1,000 pardons, sir.
I just want to listen to this for a little bit.
Unhappy little accident.
Just a little.
And quickly.
Of course, my lord. At once.
Oh, that felt good. Ah! Come on, attack me. Ow. How dare you? Ooh, and that's the last one dead. Yay. And now we put on disguises,
Charles,
which you can't wear
You
outside
and
of
Williams serve
this
as vanguard. Let no man
cutscene
reach
with
us.
this mission, which is kind of
What
a
about
shame.
me?
You know, that they
You and John
programmed
will follow
the
from a distance
the
and keep
costume,
watch over us. I'll
and
signal
you can do
when I have
all
need
of your motions in
services.
it, but you can't actually wear it outside of this.
We're here to help you, along with those held inside Southgate Fort.
Free me.
Not until we're inside the gate. I can't chance an inspection of the gate going wrong. I'll see you safe. You have my word.
Whatever that's worth. Which for them probably isn't much right now.
Do you know anything of Silas' operation? How many men we might expect? The nature of their defenses?
Well, this should be good.
You must be rather important to him if you are given your own escort.
Okay, we're gonna be using these guys to
Sir,
make it
These
easier to
enemies
get
ahead.
by.
shall I engage them?
No. Let Jonathan and Thomas take care of it.
As you wish.
Okay. You'll tell us when to
I
signal.
wish you'd trust us.
Oh no, they
Though I
just do it
suppose it's only
automatically.
natural for you to be wary. So be it.
It's actually pretty impressive that they can do that, considering, you know, they don't have the actual assassin training. Though I guess it's part of the ruse to make us convinced that everyone here is an assassin.
Ho! Identify yourself! Where is Lieutenant Jones? What's the meaning of this?
Oh, this should be good.
Engage the enemy!
Ooh, nice. Success! And no one is the wiser. No!
Goddamn dogs.
Not the dog.
But no man reach us. Looks like you're to meet the Reaper.
Poor doggo. This is why I hate the whole concept of guard dogs. Like, how dare they? How dare they make me do this?
Aha! Bringing fresh meat, eh?
On your guard, men.
I want to take a look.
Of course.
Haha.
Only say the word, and I'll cut them down.
One moment there. Me and you.
Yep.
Engage the enemy!
You're to meet the Reaper.
Haha. Wow, these guards are just terrible at their job.
All clear.
Absolutely terrible. Okay, and we made it.
Oh,
Okay.
Evening, gentlemen.
state your business.
Delivery for Silas.
Of course. This actually
on.
works. Because these guys are idiots.
See? I'm freeing you just as I said I would. Now, if you'll allow me to explain.
Nope. Off she goes.
Let her go.
But she'll give us away.
No, she won't.
What's the plan?
Free the captives and avoid detection.
What of Silas?
Cause enough chaos
He
and we'll
dies.
draw him out. Okay, so during this mission, we do need to avoid detection. And thankfully, I think the disguise... No, the disguise doesn't actually help us now that I think about it. You get detection just as easily as without it. Okay, I need to plan my route. Because there's a target here. If we're careful. If we're careful. There, we killed the general. Okay. If we're careful. Damn it! Detection causes you to instantly desync in this mission, which is annoying. Because you're in a protected area, and your costume does not help you. Okay. We need to free the captives still. But I think the kill the general part. Yeah, he respawns, but... Damn it. Oh well. We'll figure it out. We will be able to get through this. I'm just being careless right now. Again, I don't care about 100% sync. That's one thing in this game I don't care about. Simply because in a lot of these missions it does require 2 objectives. And I have done it before. Once. A long, long ass time ago. But it was very much down to... Come on. Damn it. I need to hope that... No? He's not going to come to me from whistling? Okay. No? Still nothing? Okay. Damn it! I am really bad at stealth missions, and this game has a lot of them. Okay. What I'm probably gonna have to do... There are only 2 here that are a problem for us. Because of where they're located. But if we're careful, we can take them out and then get the thing. And once we get it... Wait, do we even need to free this captive? We did not. We did not even need to come over here. That is really stupid. Okay, well we did, but if I end up respawning at any point beyond this, I'm just gonna say bugger it with that one. Okay. Damn it! Okay, doesn't matter now. Whatever. Okay, now that we know that that's that guy one over there doesn't matter, and it's just these 3. We just need to watch for him, really. See how the route he takes. Remember when Eagle Sense was a thing in the previous game? That made our lives easier. I don't think it's present in this one. Or if it is, it's not present in the same way. Okay. We got those prisoners free anyways. And now we just need to get over to these ones. Hopefully there's not somebody skulking around nearby. Okay, I don't think I'm gonna get the 3 corner assassinations mission done. I think that one is likely gonna end up getting skipped completely, which will suck. But I get why it might get skipped. we'll get lucky, actually. Because that guy right there is going to try and get us. That's one. And that might be two. And three up there, maybe. Depends on which way that guy goes. If he comes down this way, we may be able to get two. And possibly three. We'll see. I think... Yep, there's two. And if our whistle summons this guy without summoning anyone else... Yes! We did it! Haha! And with that, when we interact with this, we're free! Woo! Yay us! Alright, and with all the captives free, there'll be enough chaos for us to escape.
An hour of quiet was all I asked. Instead, I'm awakened not 10 minutes later by this cacophonous madness. I expect an explanation, and it had best be good.
Your slaves are free. And good that they are.
How did this happen? My precious merchandise.
Merchandise. He calls people merchandise.
Rest assured, I'll have the heads of those responsible. But first we clean up this mess. Seal the fort. Kill any who try to escape. I don't care if they be one of us or one of them. To approach the gate is to be made a corpse.
Wow.
Am I understood?
Yeah, you're understood, and you are going to die. And I am going to have fun putting you in the ground. Okay. At this point... Yeah. We unlock another mission here, actually. Because you have to avoid receiving damage from a firing line, I think. Come on. Haha. Oh dear. Aha. Okay. Ow. Okay, avoid firing line damage was the objective there, and we failed, but easy enough to redo because, quite frankly, it's an easy enough one to succeed in. Is all we have to do is press A while we have somebody in our line. And then we have to run for it to get to the next area. Okay, come on. Right, and now that they've done that, we just need to run. Because if we run...
Through the gate. He's here. Stop the interloper. Kill the intruders.
Glad to have you with us.
Yep.
I could use some help.
Benjamin comes to help us fight this guy. Ow.
He's the one responsible.
Haha! And he's dead. We did it. We win. Mission complete, and I think we got 100% sync for it.
Name's Haytham
No, there's
Kenway.
another mission we didn't,
Don't
but
know me.
we can do that again another
I
time.
believe the two of you are well acquainted.
I made a promise to you, Silas. One I intend to keep.
Ooh, I like that. I like that Benjamin got to keep his promise that he'd have Silas's head. Well, yay.
happens now?
We wait. But not for very long, I suspect.
Well. Yay. And that is memory sequence 2 complete.
It's been several weeks now since we freed the Mohawk prisoners from captivity.
I like this that they use the loading screen to progress the story with narration.
Only silence. My men grow restless. They want to know what comes next. And I do not have an answer. Lee alone remains active, pursuing leads, however slight. He stalks the city streets and scouts the bordering woods, hopeful that he might make contact with one of those we saved. There was a woman there that night. It was she who helped the others to safety. If we can find her, I believe I'll have my answers. So, I watch and wait, hopeful that my true mission might finally begin.
Alright, and I think at this point we actually end up going to a new map area. I think. Guess we'll find out soon. Boston, 1755. I don't think anything new gets added to the map at this point in time, but I guess we'll find out soon enough. Nope, doesn't look like it. There may be new emails or stuff in the present to do, but I don't think so just yet. Well, let's see what happens next.
Hello, Charles.
Hello.
Any luck finding our mystery woman?
Word is she's been stirring up trouble just outside the city in a town called Lexington.
Okay.
Well, then that's where we'll begin our search. I'll meet you there.
Alright, so we have to leave the city, I guess. Now there is a thing that lets us summon a horse, so let's do that. Get our horse. Come, horse. We have places to go. Whee! Well. I'm in surprisingly a good mood and surprisingly awake considering it's nearly midnight on my end and I am just after getting home from work. Usually I'm exhausted after work, but today was pretty alright. It wasn't quiet, per se, but it certainly wasn't busy either. Sort of a middle ground between the two. Which, you know, works out fine. After all, if it was too busy, I'd be complaining about being run off my feet, and if it was too quiet, I'd be complained about not having much to do. So yeah, it's good when it's sort of in between the two, where I don't have moments where I'm sort of looking for to do stuff and shut up. Xbox, I need to figure out how to turn that off, the notifications from it. Because I appreciate them when they are relevant notifications, but just telling me, hey, you've earned some points. Use them for stuff. Okay. I will think about it. Well, doesn't really matter. What matters is we are making good progress already. With any luck today, I'll manage to get far enough in to switch perspectives, going from Haytham to Connor, but we'll see. Yes, let us travel to the frontier. And I shall explore it a bit. Because, you know, why not? This is one of those cases where, because of the way the map works in this game, I just can't help myself. I really want to explore it. Granted, there is a road here that we should follow to get to our destination and focus on that and explore this place more as Connor. But I want to do it now. Like, explore as much of this map as the game will let me. Really enjoy just the nice chillness of exploration. Yes, there are parts of the map the game won't let us explore. Stop glitching like that and just move. We need to get close to the water, because that's what we're going to be following for most of this. Just sticking by the water so we can get all of the waterways mapped out. There are some viewpoints in this area as well. I think if I get one of them, it'll unlock all of them. But I actually don't know if that's something that's not unlocked till later. I will say this much, though. When I do switch to Connor, I'm going to be focusing on getting the story missions done, because I know for a fact that he doesn't get his hidden blades until much later in the story, and there's no point in exploring. Well, I say there's no point. It looks really weird if you explore this area while you don't have your hidden blades, because if any animals attack you, he uses his hidden blades to protect himself. But if you don't have them, it just looks really weird. Because he still does the motions as if he's stabbing with the hidden blades, but he doesn't actually have them. So the motions are kind of out of place. Not even kind of, they're completely out of place. Like, it makes no sense how he's hurting this thing when he has nothing attached to his wrists to stab with. I think it is an oversight on the part of the developers, as I think they expected people to focus on the story rather than the exploration aspect. So they expected people to not really explore until after they've gotten to certain points in the story. And so it wouldn't matter. But of course then you've got people like me who say, F that, I want to explore. I want to see all the things. Let me see all the things. Because I am crazy like that. Also, it's actually kind of relaxing to just run around through this area. I think one of the viewpoints is the top of that lighthouse, so I might try going up to the top of it and see what happens. Oh yeah, also, they would have had to complete completely new assets for this game, for a lot of it, because of the way in which this place is. They don't really have the luxury of what's it? Reusing the assets from some of the older games simply because this area is so different. Okay, so after having climbed up there, that confirms my suspicion that viewpoints are inaccessible at this point in the game. Which is good to know, because it saves me trying to climb any of the other ones. And it also makes sense because some of the viewpoints in this area are in trees, which Haytham cannot climb. So it would make sense if they just lock off all viewpoints in an effort to make sure that ones that he can't access himself won't be flagged, and then players won't complain about it. But at the same time, just locking off the viewpoints is kind of weird. Ah well. I guess it doesn't really make a difference in the long run. We're still gonna explore and try and see everything, so... Alright, there's a river here. By the laws of water, we must follow the river until it loops back. If it loops back. If it just leads up into a lake, we'll go around the edge of the lake, then turn around. I should really be doing this on foot. The horse may make things go a little bit faster, but it also gets in the way whenever we need to. We run into something that we could normally just hop over. I may abandon the horse soon. Sorry, Epona, but if you're just gonna get in the way, I can't really use you, can I? And yeah, screw it. Okay, so this waterway does just loop back on itself. I'm just going to make a point of showing you guys what I mean by Kenway being allergic to trees. Wait. No way. There it is. Okay. So he's not allergic to these type of ones. Oh, wait, no, he is. Okay, maybe it's just certain trees that he can. But yeah, for the most part, if he tries to go on a tree, he just jumps off it. I don't even know why. It's a very weird mechanic they programmed in for Haytham. Oh well. Ba 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 da ba ba da. And here's another river. Let us follow it to its source. And if that source happens to diverge, then we will go around. I just like mapping things. It's fun for me. Because I think if you look at the map itself, actually it does show the water routes, which is nice, so we'll know when we actually have reached the diverging point. And we can follow the river along its divergence to any lakes and other things of significance, and reveal some more paths which we will probably end up exploring and revealing all of at some point. We'll see. Revealing some of them will be good, though. And who knows, maybe Haytham will run into a bear and have to deal with that. We have now entered the Mohawk Valley, apparently. And, yeah, as much as I would like to refer them by their proper name, which, if I remember correctly, is like Kanyen Kahaga, I will try. If I hear it enough times and feel confident that I'm going to say it right, I will try. That is my attempt operating off of memory. If I've gotten it wrong, somebody please tell me and I will make an effort to do better next time. But honestly, I really do struggle getting these things right, and I always feel bad when I get them wrong. So, I will tend to try and use alternative names that are easier for me to pronounce, provided that the names themselves are not in any way offensive. If they are, again, somebody please tell me, and I will naturally apologize and make an effort to do better in the future. Because for certain things, I don't know the historical context of them. I know the historical context for certain things, but not for other things, and that definitely does affect how I look at them. And I really do want to try and make sure that I do things right, so, yeah. Canyon K is how it looks like it's pronounced there. But I'm probably getting that wrong. There are sections of this game where you do hear characters speaking exclusively in Native American languages. I'm not sure what the proper name for each dialect is, but you do hear them, and yeah, that is, quite frankly, fascinating. That they went through the effort of getting a linguist from the from one of the preservation societies that are trying to preserve the culture, and got their input so that they could have that accuracy. And I appreciate that commitment to detail. Granted, it has been pointed out to me that in some of the later games, this authenticity is not always continued, or there are errors with certain languages. Of course, that's one person telling me this. I obviously would love to hear from the linguists that actually worked on this game, who may be able to give context for that. I fully believe that I'm getting the right information here. That a mistake was made. But at the same time, part of me very much kind of is on the thing of, well, they got an actual linguist on board. Surely that linguist is going to make such a glaring mistake, right? But again, it's entirely possible because any human can make a mistake, and it happens. So, if that's the case here, then fair enough. Mistakes were made. It's a shame. Assassin's Creed feels like one of those series that goes out of its way to try and get as accurate a depiction of history as possible. Obviously, there is some things thrown in from the precursors that kind of mixes things up, but for the most part, it does feel like they really are trying to give us an entertaining story based around real events, using actual historical context for everything, and the languages are all accurately translated. Still, things happen. Sometimes scholarly sources that come in on these kind of things, their input can be ignored by writers or developers who want to tell a good story more than anything. I sincerely hope that's not the case to happen with the particular mistake in question, which is regarding the use of an Old Norse word for coward. Apparently the word is actually cowardly, rather than coward. The word for coward is something else entirely, although we can't seem to find what that word is. So yeah. I mean, it's one of those things that when I do eventually get to Assassin's Creed Valhalla, we'll definitely be having more conversations about any sort of errors or other things that might have come up. And that'll happen with all these games, really. Anything that I feel I need to point out as a historical error, I will bring up, and we can talk about it. I mean, one of the ones I think I've never mentioned, because at the time I didn't think of actually even talking about that kind of thing, is that in Assassin's Creed 1, supposedly everything takes place within a year. Personally, I believe it actually took significantly longer than that. But if it all takes place within a year, Robert de Sava died a year earlier than he was supposed to. Or at least a year earlier than historical evidence says that he did. So, yeah, that's a bit of a problem. Which is actually why I lean into the idea of Assassin's Creed 1 took place over a larger scale of time than people realize. As for... I can't think of anything in Assassin's Creed 2 that's overtly historically inaccurate. If anything, I think Assassin's Creed 2 and Brotherhood and Revelations all tend to stick to historical accuracy as much as they can. There is probably something I'm missing that's just not coming to me. 3, the only thing I can think of from 3 that comes to mind right away is that the American flag, the original version of it, with 13 stars, didn't become a thing until a year or two after when it's shown in this game. So, yeah, that's a minor historical error. but still an error nonetheless. It's actually part of the reason why I'm going to be putting off doing the fort missions until after I see that flag in the story mission. Because after I see it in a story mission, then any appearance of it after that point just makes sense. But any appearance of it before that mission just would be a giant extra error. Although in that case, that particular case, I think is one of the ones where it's, yeah, they're trying to tell a good story here and just neglected a bit of historical accuracy for the sake of telling the story. Which I can forgive in that particular circumstance because it is such a minor thing. There are definitely much bigger things to think about in this game. Like the fact that that Connor is going to be present for all of the major conflicts of the revolution. Which, in all honesty, I know it's unlikely, but the thing is, there very well could have been a person in real life who could have been present for every single event of the revolution. Not as a big part, just as a bit player, just there in the background, random civilian number 87. Doesn't even really matter, does it? It's just funny thinking about it. I could easily get to the top of that cliff, couldn't I? I don't even know if there's anything up there. I'm just swimming out this way because I can. If I can fast travel at all, I will. But right now I'm just seeing how far out this map actually lets me swim. Before we get interrupted by the wall. In fact, I think I'm about to run into it based on textures there. Yep, there it is. The wall! It should have started way sooner, though, based on the texture of that cliff. I am going to see how far across this thing stretches. I am curious. Wow. The fact that they had to program that wall at all is hilarious. But I guess it's what happens when you make a big game like this. You have to have a way of preventing players from going somewhere they're not supposed to. Otherwise, we would go to so many places. And does the map actually look like it's filling in? Yes, it is. It's filling in to reflect me swimming across the water along the path of this break of this desync wall. I do like that everything beyond the wall is just all glitchy. Would you look at that? I should really head back to land. While it is funny that this wall exists, it's also pointless trying to get past it. In fact, we should fast travel back over here. Okay. Now, horse. I know it was getting away a little bit earlier, but this is a different horse. Oh my goodness. Why did I say goodness? My brain really does like to flip-flop between whether it's going to be serious or silly. Yeah, I guess it's part of the fun. You never know what's gonna pop out of this head. Could be something cute. Could be something lewd. Could be something dark and disturbing and urban that no one should ever, ever, ever see. And we all have thoughts like that at some point or other, so. I do wish I could have my 3D avatar running while I'm playing, but a lot of these newer games really don't like it when you try and play with a 3D avatar. They tend to bug out a lot, and when they do, it's really not fun that you guys don't get to see it. To be honest, I don't even really have a proper avatar. What I have is a, like, just one of the free ones that is available with FaceRig. But yeah, trying to use it with any newer games just causes way too much lag. It sucks. It's also why all the graphics settings have to be set to their basic minimum. It's the only way to play the game without any kind of lag. At some point in the future, I will be looking into getting a capture card, which is a device that will allow me to record footage from my consoles. Which, if I do that, then I could honestly play a bunch of games, including the entire Assassin's Creed series, on... Ah! Ooh, okay, that was dangerous. We just accidentally wandered into an area we're not supposed to be at. How silly of us. There was a cat. It is gone now. There was a danger floof. We avoided it. Yes, we nimbly dodged the danger floof. For now. Another one will likely jump at us any second now. I'm not even joking, I fully expect another danger floof. Huh. So you're fine with me entering the fort right now, but you won't be the next when I come here as part of a mission. Yes, because that makes perfect sense. Silly NPCs. They won't even remember that I was even here. They'll probably just think it was the wind. I should play something else sometime soon. Maybe on my next stream I'll play some Dragon Ball Fighters, or maybe I'll give Shadows of Mordor a try. Not Shadows of Mordor. Was it Shadows of Mordor? Yeah, because the sequel is Shadows of War. Yeah, one of my followers got me one of the Lord of the Rings games, and I really need to get around to completing a playthrough of it on stream. But part of me really just wants to get to the point in the story or level when I can recruit the enemies to my side and make them fight for me. Because there's one that I have right now that I'm really intrigued by. Right now, though, I'm just gonna enjoy exploring New England during the winter. It's pretty. Shush, doggos. We are friends, remember? I am the good Fen who's not going to hurt you. Because I don't want to hurt any doggos. But this game makes me hurt a lot of different animals for the purposes of loot. Hiss. I mean, it's not as bad as in the next game where there's like an entire crafting system that's based that actually benefits your equipment. As in, you like need to kill animals in order to unlock the ability to have a second gun, and a third gun, and a fourth gun. And also a bunch of different outfits. It makes me sad. I never like hurting animals, even in games. Because no one should ever hurt animals for no reason. And yeah, it has to be a good reason. Like, you know, food. Because yeah, even though I love animals, I am an omnivore. I can't go vegan or vegetarian. I have tried. And while there are certain vegan and vegetarian foods I like, with the way my brain works, cutting all meat out of my diet would just go very, very poorly. In fact, it's not even down to my brain, really. My entire body shuts down if I'm not very careful with my diet. So I really try and monitor what I eat and stick to what I know keeps it running without trying to kill itself. I swear it does try. I mean, started giving me migraines, which basically made it impossible for me to to do a lot of things, really. As migraines press down on my vestibular nerve, which is responsible for balance. And yeah, that was fun, not being able to stand, and it's still not fun with the fact that now I need medication in order to be able to be upright. Not in a lewd way, just in a purely being able to stand. It sucks. It really does. Horse? Horse? Fine. You want to get stuck? I abandon you. I shall go on foot from here on out. And follow all the rivers. I mean, how are we doing for river exploration? We're doing alright, actually. I am in way too good of a mood right now considering I'm home from work. Oh. Yay. Well, in fairness, I did get to see the good boy Nero at work. I got hugs. Makes me happy. Doggos, no fighting. Instead, let me pet you both. You big stretch. You got a good pet. Pet, pet, pet. Yes. Petting doggos makes the Fen happy. You know, I've always wondered what happens if he, does he skin them? Okay, so Haytham does not skin animals, which means killing them is completely pointless when you're playing as him. Yeah, I know, I said I'm against... I really don't like having to kill them and then just proceed to kill one purely as an experiment to see whether or not doing so actually did anything. Woo, okay. There are wolves. We are going to avoid said wolves and continue with our exploration. Because I'm not getting killed by wolves today. I know we're going to have to fight them later, but... yeah, I'm not getting killed by wolves today. Just keep checking the map because I want to make sure we don't miss anything. Well. I was trying to think of a bunch of stuff about this game that I could talk about. Trying to keep things interesting by bringing up something cool connected to the game that I can think of. But honestly, there's not much to talk about right at this instant. But I could talk about stuff from Haytham Kenway's book, because Assassin's Creed Forsaken is the book based on... is the book retelling of Assassin's Creed 3. However, it's told from the perspective of Haytham Kenway, which is unusual in the Assassin's Creed book series, because usually they're told from the perspective of the protagonist of that game. And yes, I know Haytham is the protagonist right now, but for most of the game, he's not. I think after sequence 3, or maybe it's after sequence 4, he switches roles, going from protagonist to antagonist or secondary character. Or maybe it's deuteragonist. Either way, his role in the story dramatically changes following the part where you're playing as him. And while yes, that can be a good thing, because it leads to a lot of interesting conversations, it's not necessarily as fun as just hearing the story from his perspective. And yeah, that's what Forsaken gives us. Not only that, but it actually gives us some interesting interquel stuff, connecting to well, one, it reveals the fate of his parents and how he came to be in the care of the Templars and joining them, which was honestly a very interesting bit of story in and of itself, because learning the final fate of one of the best characters in the series was certainly interesting. Granted, a lot of people weren't happy with the story that we did get. Because it's not exactly the cheeriest ending. And certainly what happens with his sister is, yeah, that's heart-wrenching stuff. But to be honest, I rather enjoy Forsaken's story as a whole. Yes, there are certain elements of it which are dark, and I definitely don't recommend reading it if you have a weak stomach or faint of heart. But I do recommend it if you want to actually learn more about Haytham's story and who he is as an individual. And also find out what happened to his sister and his parents. Because, yeah, we get to see their story by looking into, well, I said we get to see their story. We definitely get to see the story of his father and sister, as far as Assassin's Creed 1 is, as far as Assassin's Creed 3 is concerned, and 3 and 4 are concerned. But what happened to his actual father, I don't think was ever elaborated on within the context of the games. I know it's elaborated on in the context of the books, but I don't think the topic ever came up in the games, curiously enough. Not because they didn't want to look at it, but simply because it apparently wasn't relevant to the overarching narrative that they were telling at the time. Which Makes sense. They were mainly telling the story of the assassins, not really looking at the Templars in any kind of extensive detail. But part of me kind of wishes they would go back and explore certain stories in more detail. Like, I would love to play through Haytham's entire story from the start all the way to the end. Granted, the book I'm mentioning, Forsaken, doesn't actually detail his entire story because Rogue wasn't out at that point, so it doesn't mention any of the events that happened in Rogue. But there again, Rogue itself would get its own book, so the series does get a mention. His actions do get mentioned in the books. Though, to be honest, I kind of want to read the Assassin's Creed books that aren't just retellings of the games. The ones that are actual unique stories. Same for any of the comics that add to the story. I got the chance to read the comic that tells the story of Daniel Cross, who you will actually meet later in this game. I don't remember all of it, just bits and pieces. I can certainly talk about that later. It would be interesting to talk about that one, because, yeah, Daniel Cross is kind of a messed up character in a number of different ways. I guess I could talk about him now, seeing as we're just exploring. So, Daniel Cross is a character that was first introduced in a comic series, detailing what happened to him basically, before the events of any of the games. So, he was part of the Animus Project as Subject 4, if I remember correctly. Might be getting the number wrong, but he was definitely part of the Animus Project. And the ancestor that he viewed the memory of was a Russian assassin who was alive during the time of the Tsar, if I remember correctly. Yeah. So, we got to see both sides of the story, the Daniel's lifetime and that of his ancestor. So Daniel using a variety of methods, the Templars were able to secretly indoctrinate Daniel, turning him into a sleeper agent. They then let him get taken into by the assassins, and yeah, he was loyal to them right up until the moment when he met their Grand Master, at which point his Templar training kicked in, he assassinated the Grand Master, and then proceeded to kill a lot of the Order, or turn over information that would allow the Templars to hunt them down to the Templars. And yeah, that is Daniel Cross's story. At the time we see him in this game, he's kind of starting to fall apart, as he hasn't dealt with the bleeding effect to the same extent that Desmond has. And it's really getting bad. He has flashes of his ancestor all the time, and it throws him off. but he is still a very skilled Templar assassin. And yeah, the indoctrination still holds to this day. If anything, I guess the fact that the bleeding effect is slipping through indicates that it's worse. And it's sad, really. He seemed like he was going to be a hero right up until that trail moment, but that is Daniel Cross. Personally, I kind of wish they'd actually, I don't know, take all the Assassin's Creed comics and do a big adaptation of them so that into game form, so we can actually play through the events of the comics. But I doubt anything like that would ever happen. I believe the easiest way for them to do something like that would be to have a person in the modern day, either an assassin or a Templar, be tasked by their leaders to review some old footage of some recent battles, using the Animus to help facilitate the review. And through that, you get to experience the memories of Daniel Cross, and anyone else who was a protagonist in one of the games, or the unique books. And just have that be the overarching, and just have that be a way to take those stories and adapt them in a way that the game players, who are still, some of us are still annoyed that one of the major plot lines of the games was resolved in a comic rather than in the games, because it kind of spits in the face of the fans who were waiting for that conclusion for years. Or at least I feel it does. Other people may feel differently and feel that, oh no, it's a perfect way to conclude this story arc, because they're just focusing on a completely new story, giving us a soft reboot for the franchise, and resolving this plot line in a way that no one really cared about, although a lot of us actually really did. Yeah, it's frustrating. Especially because that comic introduced a character who is insanely relevant to the series, and who I really want to see more of in future installments, but who we probably won't see, because that's just how it is. Okay, we're going to there. Because we've already mapped out a bunch of this area, and I don't think there's any more of this river we can really add to exploration of. Yeah. Better off going over this way to the other river. And helping to map it out. Ooh, I hear a sound. A very dangerous sound. Oh, hello. Hello, Wall of Death. I am surprised to see you here. Oh, is this... Yeah, I know where we are now. Right past there is where the Americans camped during the winter of a certain year of the American Revolution. And because that campsite, which is really more of a fortress in this game. Yeah, because that doesn't exist yet, they purposely have that part of the map completely surrounded by the desync wall. That way you can't go exploring that part of the map and seeing something that you're not supposed to, because it doesn't exist yet. Ooh, that's fun. Well, technically we can already see one of the major houses that was part of it. I think the house was already there to begin with. It's the camp itself that wasn't. I think the trees hide it a bit as well. But I think those trees are still there even later. Well, that's fun. Yeah, we're not going to be able to get to the other side of the river because of this wall. I'm just gonna run around the edge of it, see how far it goes. Because it does extend pretty far to make sure that the camp is never, ever visited ahead of schedule. Technically speaking, we shouldn't be going anywhere right now because Haytham didn't go here. He went straight to there and never came to this place here. Well, yes, this is technically true. It's also a lot of fun to go this way. So, yeah, I'm going to this spot. Try to remember one of the missions that's going to pop up later in the game. There's a certain point in this game where there's an area we won't be able to go to. Because our character didn't, obviously. But, yeah, I'm not even gonna... Part of me says, go ahead, explore this side of the map, and then you can get this part here later. And, yeah, that's what we're gonna do. It's more fun. We will come back and see just how far they extended that wall in an effort to hide that instead of, you know, making a version of the map without it and then a version of it with it. I know that would have been more programming, more space on the disk and all that jazz, but it's still funny. The workarounds they had to do just to make sure that our suspension of disbelief or immersion didn't get broken. Well, I'm having fun with this. I should probably get on with the story. That's what people are really probably here for, but I'm just having fun running around, being silly, and seeing what sort of things the map is for us. I mean, I'm sure Connor will appreciate having this wonderfully detailed map, which really just shows his home in a few areas around where the water is. I know, we are going to reveal more of the map as the story takes us, but it's still just fun exploring this. Where are we heading anyways? I think we're mainly heading to there. Yeah. Looks like there's a town along the way and such. Definitely gonna try and follow all these paths later. Reveal them all. Seeing as our easiest way of getting around. Just follow the road. Follow it, and it will reveal your dreams. Oh, wow. I am actually going into complete full-blown silly mode. Well then. Still gonna keep going. I want to complete... I think I want to complete up to the end of the Braddock expedition, because I think I named this episode after the Braddock expedition. Probably should have named it. It was fun while it lasted. Or... Wherefore art thou, Haytham, or anything that sort of references the fact that if we finish a certain point in memory in this, we'll end up switching characters. So, yeah. But look, more of the map is revealed. Isn't that nice? It's also nice seeing this bridge, which apparently is in a lot of artwork. I think it has connections to a famous bit of fiction, and that's why. But I can't remember. At least there's some ships out there, showing that the Navy is clearly present. I wonder if they actually have flying flags or anything. Any sort of marker to indicate who they work for or anything. Probably not. Why am I still walking? I know we keep banding the horse because it keeps getting stuck. But, honestly, when we're just swinging around the edges of the map like this, we might as well use it. It's only when we try and go further inland that we need to be more cautious about using it. Yes, I'm aware we can slightly speed up the horse. But if you do it too much, the horse will get mad. The last thing we want is a mad horse. See? We're going inland a bit. The horse is struggling a bit more to weave around the area. Actually it's doing alright for now. We're just doing this big loop. Continue on a little bit further. We're gonna have to climb for a bit. Hi, horse. Up we go. I do like that this game did introduce the more climbing, regular, ordinary parts of the terrain thing. which previous games didn't really do. Really focus more on just buildings, but yeah. It's no wonder they did switch to more focusing on the terrain aspect, considering that at this point in time, most of America really was just wide open terrain. There weren't really any of the big cities that we know nowadays. And the few cities they did have weren't nearly as sprawling or as high. Yeah, a few high points, sure, but not really like the high points that we see in previous Assassin's Creed games. But there again, previous Assassin's Creed games used much older cities. And even later games also tend to use older cities. Even the Golden Age, even Assassin's Creed 4 is set during the Golden Age of piracy, but it's using the Caribbean settlements, which were older than any of the settlements, American settlements we see in this game. Hello. You.
What's your pleasure today?
A good question. I would like to buy things. What do you have? I don't think you have anything. Well, you have things, just not anything that I want to purchase. Yep. Well, except maybe for one bullet. Yep, we don't have access to outfits or maps yet, so yeah. Really, at this point in the game, the only thing that you can buy... Well, honestly, aside from the rapier, which we already have equipped, there's not much you can buy. And yes, this store... One of the good things about the stores is that they add fast travel points for us whenever you visit them for the first time. And that's a good thing, because it means that Connor will have access to that fast travel point when I switch to him. He won't probably have any use for it for a while, but he'll at least have access to it, I guess. I love how there's that thing for being unable to enter a secure area, even though said secure area doesn't actually have anything in it at this time. I mean, it later has stuff in it, but right now it's just empty. And the guards are just standing there, protecting it and stopping intruders just for the sake of it, really? I think I love that. Random NPCs are often fun just because of how ridiculous their reason for existing can sometimes be. It's a Thursday in the middle of the week. Probably not going to be many people who come online tonight, which is a shame. Past few streams, I've been actually really enjoying having conversations with El Canonico, and I really do enjoy that aspect of my streams. Just talking to people instead of just trying to come up with random things to talk about or anything else that pops into my head, be it about the game or something else. It is hard actually coming up with content, figuring out how to be entertaining and consistently being entertaining. If I even am doing that, that's alright. I'm doing this for my own fun. So, doesn't really matter whether I'm funny or not, or whether I got that many viewers. The important thing is I'm having fun. I'm sharing my joy with others. And who knows, maybe some people are finding me entertaining and continuing to watch and come back. Oh dear. And occasionally I'm just randomly doing things that just make no sense. That hurt. That sneeze actually really hurt. Ow. God damn it, why is my body betraying me? Why is it that the closer you get to 30, your body just starts betraying you? You would think your body would actually last considerably longer than that. Considering the average lifespan right now is 80, I think. Something around there. But yeah, you'd think, with what the average lifespan is, surely our bodies would last longer than that. But no. Our bodies have a funny thing where they just hate us for some reason and will start shutting down for no explicit reason. Several decades before the actual average lifespan hits. And it is bull. So much bull. And wet. Hello, beaver. Bye-bye, beaver. Something a lot of incels have to deal with saying. God, I can't believe I just said something like that. That is so cursed. But also true. Not that I care. I just find it funny. Yeah, that other one over there is just a random person. They don't act as a fast travel point or anything. Though a mobile fast travel point would be kind of cool. I guess you do kind of get that later on in the likes of Odyssey and Valhalla, as you can use your ship as a fast travel point. And obviously that moves, so... Oh my goodness. The edge of the map. It's always fun whenever we find that. Oh yeah, remember? I was gonna see about this thing over here. See how far out the border for stopping us from getting too close was. Just because it's fun to know this. Alright, let's take a look how far out it goes. You don't want to get too close to it. I don't like the glitchy effect constantly interrupting us. But you also don't want to get too far to the point that we don't know that it's there. Oh, this is fun. Yeah, Valley Forge, that was the name of this location. Yeah, how far out does this go? Ooh, there's a little lake here that I want to explore. Let's go around it. And then we'll go back. Yay, lake. Right. And that the little lake explored. Now, back over to our investigation. Am I going the right way? Yes. Haha. The quest continues. It really is impressive just how much they went to an effort of covering this. So they probably didn't need to have this far out. But they did. And it's great. We're nearly at the river we were at earlier. Yep, there it is. And that's it. That is just how much of the map they had to cover up for the sake of keeping Valley Forge hidden. Oh, that is absolutely wonderful. I love it. And now we make our way back over there. Horse, come to me, please. I really want to just get there fast. And laugh at the ridiculousness that is just how much of the map is actually behind the wall of death. At least at this point in time. Obviously a lot more of it would be made available later on as needed. Or more specifically when you actually visit Valley Forge at the time that it was supposed to be finished. Because yeah, if you visit any time after that, then it is all finished and ready for use. Ooh, what's this? Apparently it's a path that we had visited earlier. Ah. There is a map there. There are also a lot of vicious animals. Which is obviously not good for us. But at the same time, more places to explore over this way, so yay! Sorry, horse, but you can't go up cliffs. You're not a mountain goat. Maybe you should practice, though. Probably make you a lot more useful if you could climb up cliffs. Become a Skyrim horse. Learn how to defy gravity. You'll be infinitely more useful that way. Alright, more water. And thankfully, despite there being an actual flow to the water, you can see the water doesn't push you in that direction. Neat. Now, if I remember correctly, you can't actually get past that waterfall there. At least I don't think you can. I'll try, though. Yeah, no, we're not getting past it. That waterfall was purely there as a distraction. Huh. Have we just spent an hour running around this wilderness? I feel like we have. Curiously, I'm okay with that. I had fun running around it. And look at that. The map looks great so far. I'm sure Connor can make use of it. And this size, more of it will get revealed later. Right? Yeah, more of it will get revealed later. Hi there, soldiers. Goodbye, soldiers. If I was Connor, you would have attacked me for absolutely no other reason other than racism. Because you are redcoats, and Connor is half native. And also fighting for the rebels, but they can't tell that just by looking. It's not like he dresses in their colors or anything. Oh, he definitely does. Oh, well. I just gotta check and see if loads of parts along this river need to be revealed. Not loads of parts, but definitely the edge of the sea needs to be revealed. So, let's go get that. Yes! Run, little foxes! Do not let yourself be caught by anyone. Is that a cave? Huh. I get the feeling I should be exploring this as Connor later. Yeah, I feel like there's gonna be something here for Connor later on. Not so much for Haytham, though. Haytham doesn't get to explore any of the mysteries yet. Most of them, well, just simply didn't exist. Neither did the person that told the stories of them. So, yeah. Whee! It's actually a fort over here. Forgot there was a fort over here. Once I get to it, I'll probably find its main entrance and use that as my guide to exiting or getting back to the path. Yeah, let's just make sure this fort is marked out on the map. The sea around it is as well. Then we'll return to the path. That'll do. Okay, back to the path with us now. We know there is a fort there. Will we enter it? Maybe later. I don't know, but I don't think so. I think that's one of those forts that we enter much, much later. Okay, we're now going to head over to the story, following the paths so that we can get more of the map revealed as we make our way to the story and continue with it right until the end of the sequence. Right, we need to get across the river. Which way do we turn now? We turn right. Yep, there's our bridge. And then once we're over that, we just need to follow the path and we'll eventually reach Lexington. I think we're actually heading towards. Could go cross country, gonna stick to the roads. Should I have turned this way? Probably not. We shall soon see. I guess exploring the map is a lot safer when we're doing it as Haytham, simply by virtue of the fact that there seems to be less wild animals attacking us, and obviously the redcoats couldn't care less about us, purely by virtue of the fact that we're not the French. That's the only enemy they care about right now. Although again, I should probably fast travel back to over here and follow that road down. Really? Yeah, that'll probably be faster. Oh well. I had fun exploring. But now we must focus on our story. So, horse, come to us now. And now we just follow this path. And hope we don't need to make any turns. I feel like that flag there is one of those things whereby later in the game it is going to be a, well, opposite. Something that changes. But not right now. Yay, we're nearly there. I think. Yep. Definitely nearly there. Okay. Hello. Wow.
Have you found her?
Mm-hmm.
She's made camp not too far from here.
Huh.
Excellent.
Especially if we managed to actually
Well, the sooner
catch
we're
up
done,
with her.
the sooner we can get out of this cold.
I'm afraid I have some bad news, sir.
Oh, what's up?
Braddock is insisting I return to service
Of course he
under him.
is.
I've tried to beg off, to no avail.
No doubt he's still angry about losing Pitcairn.
Of course he
To say
is.
nothing of the shaming we gave him.
He's salty boy.
Do as he asks. In the meantime,
Salty
I'll work on
bitch.
having you released.
I'm sorry for the trouble.
Not your fault.
Yeah, it really isn't. Braddock is a dick. Okay.
We're too late.
Fire's only just been snuffed. Snow recently disturbed. She's close.
Well, the horses have been spooked off.
Onyx.
Don't worry about it. We'll be fine.
Tracks are fresh. It must be hers. Seems she took to higher ground. Out of the snow and into the trees.
Well, should be easy enough to find her. Thankfully, during this mission, there is a clearly defined trail to follow. Because you just look at the snow and how it's been disturbed. And boom, you have your way to go. And there she is. Setting up a snare.
Wait here.
He's gonna mess this up for us, isn't he? Nope, but wolves are. God damn it. Nope, Lee did it.
Wait! Come
By
back!
firing at a wolf that he didn't need to.
You return to Braddock, Charles, before he grows suspicious. I can handle things from here.
But, sir!
But nothing. Go!
Go.
Stop running! I only wish to talk!
We really do only wish
I am
to
not
talk.
your enemy! Please just hear me out!
Okay, so certain
God, woman,
trees like
only
these
let me
logs are
speak.
fine. Yes, when we get to this camp, we run into a wolf and have to fight it off. Try to remember what the mission is here. Yes, limit health loss. We just have to make sure we don't mess up any of these quick time events. Damn it! Well, we failed. I don't care.
You try my patience, woman!
It would have succeeded there, but whatever. We need to catch up with her now. Yeah, she doesn't start speaking to us at all during this, I don't think.
touched in the head?
Me, Haytham. I come in peace.
Yeah,
Why
that's...
are you speaking so slow?
Because he's exhausted.
Sorry.
What do you want?
Well, your name, for one.
I'm Gadzi Zio.
Pleased to meet you. Gadzi.
Just call me Zio.
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 Now tell me why it is you're here.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna try. I'm gonna stick with the nickname she agreed to.
Where did you get this?
From an old friend.
I've only seen such markings in one other place.
Where?
Well, it is forbidden for me to speak of it.
I saved your people. Does this mean nothing to you?
No, it means something, but...
Look, I am not the enemy.
Close to here, there is a hill. Meet me there, and we'll see if you speak the truth.
Okay. Yep. What are we doing?
That town hosts soldiers who seek to drive my people from these lands. They're led by a man known as the Bulldog.
Edward Braddock.
You know him?
He is no friend of mine.
He certainly isn't.
Every day, more of my people are lost to men like him.
Okay.
I suggest we put a stop to it. Together.
What do you propose?
That we kill Edward Braddock.
Wow. I love how he doesn't even have any second thoughts about
First, we have to find him.
it. Which is, of course, easier said than done.
I don't trust you.
You don't
I
have
know.
to.
Yet you remain.
But I might prove you wrong.
It will not happen.
So you say.
So I know.
Yet,
I
I
remain.
remain.
I like these early conversations between these two. They do have a lot of chemistry, but I also understand why they don't end up staying together.
Wait here. A Mohawkman is likely to raise suspicions, if not muskets.
This is hardly the first time I've been amongst your people. I can handle myself.
Well then.
I hope so.
Don't doubt her. That's the last thing you should do.
Can't stand being quartered there. The endless crashing
What?
of the waves.
Ah.
The sting of the salt in my eyes. And the goddamn gulls shrieking and shitting everywhere.
You're sure that's where we're going?
Aye.
Yep.
The Bulldog's putting together another expedition.
That's what they're calling them now. Expedition.
Yep, they sure are. The Braddock
Smart
expedition.
too.
Which is
Slap
an
a fancy
utter
name on
failure.
something and all evil is excused.
Yeah, limiting health loss to 50% is something for the entire mission, apparently.
How do you tell the French
well,
are ready to move in our
Doesn't
possessions?
matter. We can deal
What
with it.
Braddock intends to do about it?
Probably
He's
do it.
already left the boss
Do the
camp.
mission again later.
I'll wager our little holiday here is just about ended. We'll be marching south before week's end.
And yeah, when we go to leave the tavern, we're gonna get bothered.
Oi! Where you going, Cully?
Me?
No, the other cock Robin.
Well, I was leaving.
And
Oh? And now?
Well, now, I'm going to feed you your teeth.
And you were worried I was going to be the problem?
I love that. Ooh. Haha. Ooh, that looked painful. Come on. Aha. Next. Come on. Oof. Ah, did he just throw a rock at me? How dare he? There we go.
You're hurt.
Oh, that's nothing.
Here. This should stop the bleeding.
Well, it's impressive she knows that.
That wasn't necessary. But thank you.
Aw, look at the
should move on.
chemistry.
Meet me at Braddock's camp when you're ready.
Will do. Right, so there's an email to read. And yeah, we didn't get to do both objectives, but we at least got one of them, so yay. Okay. Hello. All right. I do always wonder why those guys just wanted to start a fight. It's very random. But I guess drunks and starting fights is kind of expected. Unfortunately. And something I do actually... Well, I don't really have experience with it, but it's something that... When you work in a pub, you're kind of half expecting every other day. Okay, can we make it? Oh, it just jumped across. Fair. I mean, if it can jump across, why not? Don't think they can actually swim at this point in the series. This I don't think they can. Yep. If you even try, they won't go in the water. So, yeah. There we go. And now it's stuck on the other side of the water. There you are. New horse. It does kind of bother me that you get a new horse every time you summon one in this game, but... they probably just weren't bothered trying to program it so that the same horse spawned every time. Well, here we go. Execution is everything.
Use the snowstorm to mask your approach. Having second thoughts?
Nah.
Hardly. But I'll have to approach this carefully.
Go on then. I'll keep watch from here.
Why? Right. One of the things it says is...
I can hide in that cart.
Don't kill any guards using weapons. Which basically means if you need to kill anyone, use your fists to knock them out. I think. The fact they said no French cheese, like that matters.
That's it. That's all there is.
Yeah, this is really the easiest way to get in here, is to use this thing.
Those cannons are like to cause trouble. Perhaps I could sabotage them.
I don't think there's any point. At least I don't think. We'll find out, I guess.
General Braddock refused the offer. There will be no truce.
Damn it! Why, George? What
One of
reason
those
did he give?
guys is George
He said a
Washington. I
diplomatic
think it's the guy in the
solution
blue
was no
coat.
solution at all. That allowing the French to retreat would only delay an inevitable conflict, one in which they'd now have the upper hand.
There's merit to those words, as much as I hate to admit it. Still, can't he see this is unwise?
It doesn't sit well with me either. We're far from home with our forces divided. Worse, I fear Braddock's bloodlust makes them careless. It puts them at a risk. I'd rather not be delivering grim news to mothers and widows because the bulldog wanted to prove a point.
Where is the general now?
Well,
Rallying the troops.
And then it's on to Fort Duquesne, I assume?
Eventually.
yep.
The march north will surely take time. There's a copy of the plans in the command tent should you wish to review them.
At least this will be ended soon.
I tried, John.
I know, my friend. I know.
That map will surely be of use.
Yep.
I need to
will.
find it.
Okay. Doing that should allow me to enter the tent undetected and get what I need. And now I'm gonna see if I can deal with that guy. And the cannons without being detected. Because I'm pretty sure if you get detected at any point in this mission, the mission fails. I think. Those guys won't notice you. Okay, I think I can do it. Yeah. We sabotage both cannons. And now we just need to escape the fort and make it back to Zio. Again, all without being detected. There. Damn it. No, we're good. Detection apparently doesn't ruin things. Com Anonymous interact. There. Okay, we're fine. I think that still counts as not
What
using a
news?
weapon, so we'll
Braddock
see what
has
happens.
left to rally his troops. They're marching on Fort Duquesne. It'll be a while yet till
Okay,
they're ready.
we're good.
This gives us time to form a plan.
No need. We will ambush them here near the river. Go and gather your allies. I will do the same. I will send word when it is time to strike.
Okay, well, this is all very nice. Simple, easy. Did we do it? Yes, we did both things. Yay. Yay for full sync. Is there a fast travel point anywhere near where we're going? There probably is, but I haven't unlocked it yet. So, we're gonna have to go there on horseback. And cross this river by swimming across it. Because our horse will not cooperate and swim across, even though horses can swim. So, I think they probably didn't program them to swim in this game because it would have been an extra animation. And they already had to make so many new assets for this game, from the trees that you can climb across to the cliff surfaces you can climb, and probably a number of other surfaces, but all the buildings as well, those are all new assets. And all these bushes. And yeah, there's a bunch of other stuff probably in this game that were all brand new. I think every NPC was new. Yep, all the NPCs would have been new. The unnamed ones that just mill about. So at least, because the ones in Assassin's Creed 2 and Brotherhood were, well, mostly the same, just a few new ones to account for the likes of Cardinals. And then, I guess Revelations also had a bunch of new, it probably featured a bunch of new ones, but also ones that were probably reused from Assassin's Creed 1. So, with this game they couldn't really do that because all the outfits are new. Anyways, 5 months later, at the Right Tavern, our allies have all gathered together here.
Cold ground.
Hickey apparently is drunk and was singing something.
Here, here.
Hard at work, I see.
How did you...
It is time. We've set up camp to the north. Meet me there.
Okay.
Gentlemen, let us away.
Yay. Hickey's really drunk, so he struggled to stand there. And I love it that they actually had that little detail.
First it was too cold. Now it's too goddamn hot.
Oh, I'd say stop complaining, but honestly, Brits complaining about the weather is probably one of the most British things you can do.
The least of our worries.
Yep.
What? You mean the bulldog? Please, we'll be in that one's beef soon enough and on to the next.
Yeah, he's not the most
Where's your boy
intimidating
Lee
thing
gone
there.
Returned to finish out his service under Braddock.
I imagine the bulldog's none too pleased.
Of course
after the
not.
stunt we pulled.
Pleased to spin a tale of my incompetence and beg forgiveness. He has a way with words, especially when it comes to flattery. I expect he'll be welcomed back with open arms.
Yeah, this is
Which
true.
would give us a man inside.
Yep, that is the plan.
Precisely.
They're all very good at their jobs.
Unless you've underestimated our enemy.
Nah, definitely not.
If I have, Charles will sense it first and make his escape. He's more clever than you think.
When this is done, I'm taking a week in New York.
I want to
It's
listen to
high
this.
time I went and saw the sights.
Fair.
Of empty whiskey bottles and women's breeches, no doubt.
What other kinds of sights?
Sorry, I just like listening to some of these conversations. That's it, I think. So we're all good. Ba 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 ba.
I see you've been busy.
All these men are from many different tribes,
Yep.
united in their desire to see Braddock sent away.
The
The
way is that
Abenaki,
it's sent away.
Lenape, the Shawnee.
And who do you represent?
Who do you stand for?
Herself. Yeah.
What would you have me do?
Will you help the others to prepare? Follow.
Okay, I shall follow. Will we get back on a horse?
They come.
Oh, look,
Everything
George
all right,
Washington
sir?
right beside him.
Just savoring the moment. No doubt, many wonder why it is we've pushed so far west. These are wild lands, as yet untamed and unsettled.
Yes.
But it shall not always be so. In time, our holdings will no longer suffice. And that day is closer than you think. We must ensure our people have ample room to grow and further prosper. Which means we need more land. The French understand this and endeavor to prevent such growth. They skirt around our territory, erecting forts and forging alliances, awaiting the day they might strangle us with the noose they've built. This must not come to pass.
Yeah, this is one of the parts of the war that would have preceded
This is why we ride.
the
To offer them one last chance. The French will leave, or they will die.
one of the
Now's the time to strike.
Wait. To scatter the expedition is not enough. We must ensure that Braddock falls, else he's sure to try again. I'll disguise myself as one of his own and make my way to his side. Your ambush will provide the perfect cover for me to deliver the killing blow.
perfect. Good plan. If only you'd kept your disguise from the last time you did this. Kind of thing.
Your signal.
Kill
There, in front of
militia
us.
without triggering open conflict ×2. It's easier said than done, really. Frick, I got all of them on my ass. Yeah, there's basically a specific target we need to kill. Okay, we're good. That summoned only one of them. Okay. I don't want his weapon. I want to whistle. There we go. And that's that. We now just need to deal with our target. Yeah, we'll get him. Wait till he's moving around, so we can wait until he's a little closer to us. Then summon him over. Take him out. Come on, come over here. In fact, he might even step close enough to this to just get killed.
Kill them!
Aha! Come on, where's the last one? There. Aha! We win! Alright, so now that we've dealt with those scouts, we just need to catch up to Braddock. Which, easy enough done.
How could anyone call this forest home?
With the French pushback, there'll be a lot of opportunities for us up north.
They're all talking and saying stuff, but I don't really care what they're saying, so... After all, our main objective is... catch up to Braddock.
You mean, sir? You are grateful to have served. General!
Wow. Apparently somebody failed him, and so he shot them.
Edward. Not so fun on the other end of the barrel, is it?
And ambush.
Look out!
By the French and... well, just by the French from the looks of things. Or it's...
Sir. Where are you off to, Edward?
somewhere away from you. Oh yeah, destroy powder kegs. Powder crates, rather. Come on. Okay, that's 2. Just need to make sure that we get the last one. Okay, so that didn't count. Ooh, he's getting away. Damn it! Target lost because I was trying to get that crate. And for some reason he wasn't targeting it. At least we get our bullets back. No! Come on. For some reason he targeted the wrong thing. Okay, come on, just reload your gun. And then, come on. Come on, why did you stop? Whatever. Moving on. Come on, we just need to get the third one, which is just beyond here. There we go. Any other requirements that we need to meet? Probably, but we'll find them out soon enough. Haha. Oh, Braddock, you lost your horse. We still have 5 shots left.
I never took you for a coward, Edward.
Come on then!
Thanks, Washington. You got in the way.
Such arrogance. I always knew it would be the end of you. Is the end of you.
Thanks, Theo.
Don't. Hurry before he gets away.
Oh. I am so glad she did that. Although...
I don't deserve this!
yeah, you do. Don't know why I'm chasing after him.
Haytham, I'm sorry, Edward, but you forced my hand.
Yep. Da 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 da. Haha. And dead. Nice.
Why, Haytham?
You stood in the
Your
way.
death opens a door. Nothing personal.
Oh, actually it is. He's been a pain in the ass.
Personal. Been a pain in my ass, after all.
But we are brothers in arms.
Once, maybe, but not anymore.
Once, perhaps. No longer.
Do you think I've forgotten what you did? All those innocents slaughtered, and for what? It does not engender peace to cut your way to resolution.
Wrong. Whether we applied the sword more liberally and more often, the world would be a better place than it is
Jeez.
today.
No,
In this
definitely
instance,
not.
I concur.
Well. Oh, and then he takes a
Farewell.
ring off him. Very significant because the assassins started branding themselves, wearing rings to hide the brand.
It's done.
So it's kind of ironic, I guess, that the Templars started doing the same.
Now I've upheld my part of the bargain. I expect that you will honor yours.
Follow me.
She sounds so bored when she says that. Well, here it is. The cave entrance that we needed. It's interesting to see it back here and then remember. Oh wow, this place gets graffitied so much. Also, it can be visited outside of this cutscene.
No.
Yep. You don't have the
You seem
right thing
disappointed.
to open it.
I thought that I held a key that would open something here.
Nope.
This
Well,
room
it
is all there
does,
is.
but not here.
I expected more.
Nope.
What do they mean?
It tells the story of Yodzizu, who came into their world and shaped it for what life might come.
I think it's the
She had a
story
hard
of
journey.
Juno.
Fraught with great loss and peril.
Yeah, just another name for her.
But she believed in her children and what they might achieve. And though she
Or
is long
Minerva.
gone from the physical world, her eyes still watch over us. Her ears still hear our words.
Probably most likely
her
Juno,
hands still
though,
guide us.
based on how she
And
talks here.
her love still gives us strength.
Well,
You have
this
shown
isn't
me
the
great
moment that
kindness, dear.
causes Connor to be conceived, but
Thank you.
still an important moment. It shows the start of their relationship, I guess.
I should go.
I do think they're cute together. I do wish that things had gone better for them. Yep. Sorry if you keep seeing its alter between showing mouse controls and controller controls. I keep knocking the mouse. Ooh, yeah, I'm definitely gonna finish this sequence and then call it for the night because I'm starting to get tired. Alright, a few days later. In we go.
Master Kenway. Did you find it then?
Nope.
It was not the right place.
Well, it was.
The others
just
are waiting for you.
You didn't have the right way of opening the door.
Gentlemen. Please. Sit.
I love how Hickey's the only one who did get
I fear our
instantly
temple
rise.
was no more than a painted cave. Although it did contain precursor images and script, which means we are close.
Not close enough, it seems.
Nope.
We need to redouble our efforts.
He is drunk or high or
Expand
both.
our order and establish a permanent base here. Although the site eludes us, I am confident we will find it.
Truth.
You already found it, but
Here, here.
Furthermore,
yeah.
I believe it is time we welcome Charles into our fold. He has proven himself a loyal disciple and served unerringly since the day he came to
Yay.
us. He should be able to share in our knowledge and reap
This scene
all
is
the
so
benefits that
significant.
such a gift implies.
Right up until
Are
the
any
very
opposed?
last moment, they can
Very well.
they have you
Charles,
thinking these are assassins.
stand.
It's only in the moment that's coming up right here where things change.
Do you swear to uphold the principles of our order and all that for which we stand?
I do.
And never to share our secrets nor divulge the true nature of our work?
I do.
And to do so from now until death, whatever the cost?
I do.
Yeah, because that's a different
Then
ceremony.
we welcome you into our fold, brother. Together, we will usher in the dawn of a new world, one defined by purpose and order. Give me your hand. You are a Templar.
And there it is.
May
the
the Father
moment
of
that
understanding guide us.
changed the
Father
everything.
of
Cause yeah,
Wait, what?
yeah. First time I ever saw this, I was totally with Desmond. What? We've been a Templar for the past 3 sequences? What? How? How was that even possible? But honestly, when you look back on it, it makes sense. We all just missed it, apparently. And yeah, we exit the Animus for a moment here.
You all saw that, right?
Yep.
Wow, indeed.
I mean, it's not his first Templar ancestor, but still.
The key must be the amulet Haytham took from London.
We might know what it looks like, but we're no closer to finding it. Desmond, you need to keep going.
Break time first.
Hey, he's your ancestor too. Why don't you hop in the Animus?
Really? That's your response? It's like dealing with a 6-year-old.
I mean, he's got a point.
What is wrong with you, Desmond?
I don't know. Maybe he's been in and out of the Animus for the past
You want to know
year.
what's wrong? I'm sick of being treated like I'm not even here. Desmond, do this. Desmond,
Or
do
6
that.
months. I don't know how
Desmond,
long
you
it's
better
been,
figure
actually.
things out because the sun is going to turn us all to ash. And I know I was really nice to you, but actually I'm just another Templar plot twist. And yes, I would like very much for you to be controlled by a magic space wizard so that you can murder me. So there's your answer. I'm sick
Yes,
of
still
being a
dealing
goddamn
with
pawn.
trauma.
I thought it might be different with you. I mean, you're my father, but it turns out you're no better than the fucking Templars.
Don't you ever equate me to those bastards again. You hear me? Everything I do, everything I have done, has been for you. Maybe I pushed a little too hard, asked a little too much.
Okay, so
try
yeah,
to
we weren't
remember
supposed to
exactly
exit
what's
the
at
Animus
stake
until
here.
now.
You need to get it together, kid. We're running out of
Right,
time.
was unusual. Well, I'm just going to pretend that this never happened and get back to bringing everyone up to speed on where we stand. The news isn't good. It appears this temple is powered by a collection of, well, I guess they're batteries. You found one on your way in, but there aren't any more, at least not down here.
Okay.
Any idea on where we can find replacements?
Not yet, so I intend to tiptoe into the Abstergo database. Now, if I can cross-reference these particular devices with their database, then
He's good at what he
maybe we'll
does.
get lucky.
See what you can do.
Obviously. Anyway, Desmond, you can either take a look around here or we can head back to the Animus.
I will take a look around, not explore the place in extensive detail, but at least talk to
Sorry,
me.
Desmond. A little busy right now. Let's talk later.
So yeah. Let's check our received messages. Good Lord, Rebecca. With all the fixes and updates so put to this recent software updates, one would think you would have had a decent to good British English dictionary, the spell checker. Some of us prefer to use proper language when corresponding. The database keeps trying to replace the letter S with Z in certain words, and it's declared war on the letter U as well. Realize becomes realize, and color becomes color. Wrong, wrong, wrong. It's all rather ethnocentric, if you ask me. Also quite against the principles of the Assassin Brotherhood. Last I checked, and here I thought we were meant to be an all-inclusive bunch. Wow. The sarcasm, and I love it. Alright, just a quick heads up. Replying to email change will no longer return multiple instances of the word re should cut down on subject length considerably. Are you sure about that? See above. Haha, very funny, Sean. Focus, please. Hey, Desmond, as you'll see from the date of this email, you've been in the Animus for a few days now, but don't worry. I've been staying on top of your vitals, not even a blip. It looks like extending sessions won't be a problem. Whatever happened between you and 16 seems to have increased your tolerance. The Animus keeps you in a resting state, which takes care of fatigue, and your memories are vivid enough. We're actually seeing micro movements in your muscles, which means no atrophy issues either. So bring you out for breaks just to stay on the safe side. I'm just gonna make sure there's nothing else to say with these guys.
Clock's ticking, Desmond.
And yeah, I'm pretty sure, yeah, I definitely shouldn't have exited the Animus last time around for even that short little bit. Because, yeah, turns out nothing happens. The conversations you were meant to have were meant to happen now. Including the part about where Desmond said, "Are you going to hit me again?" Because that definitely take place after that scene. Oh, look, it's Juno. Yep. Well, instead of continuing, though, I am tired. I think we've made enough progress, so I am going to call it for the day. I mean, we finished the sequence and we'll be switching over to Connor next time around. And I look forward to that. But right now, that's it for today, and I'm going to see about heading over to raid one of my friends, see who's online. Let's see, Clappy Trappy's online, Lafari, and Dustin. I think I'll pop over to Clappy Trappy. He had the decency to, he did a really nice thing and actually posted a tweet encouraging people to check me out, which I really appreciate him for. So I'm gonna go over there and thank him for that, and just spend some time with him for a little bit before I go to bed. So yeah, let's pop over to him. So I hope we've all had a good time, and I do look forward to continuing this later. I think next time around I'll probably play something else just to have a short break and give you guys something else to enjoy. But for now, I'm going to send you over to Clappy Trappy and hope you have fun with him. So as always, I've been Sparks. I hope you all have a wonderful time. Bye!